Hello learners! Welcome sa aking YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and click notification bell.
Sa araw na ito, ituturo ko ang solving quadratic equations using quadratic formula. Ito yung ating quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus and minus the square root of b raised to 2 minus 4ac all over 2a. So here are the steps we should consider when solving quadratic equations using quadratic formula. Step 1. Write the equation in the form ax raised to 2 plus bx plus c equals 0. Or yan yung ating standard form. Step 2. Identify the values of a, b, and c, then substitute them into the quadratic formula. So kapag naka-standard form na yung ating quadratic equation, yung a natin is the coefficient of the first term, yung b natin is the coefficient of our second term, at yung c natin is our third term. Step 3, simplify the numbers in the quadratic formula. At yung ating step 4 ay simplify the radicals if possible to get the final answer. Ito yung ating example number 1. X raised to 2 plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. Sa ating step 1, kailangan nating isulat yung ating equation sa form na ax raised to 2 plus bx plus c equals 0. Pero kung napapansin ninyo, naka-standard form na yung ating equation, kaya we just need to copy. Step 2, identify the values of a, b, and c, then substitute them in the quadratic formula. So our a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3, and c is equal to negative 10. So this is our quadratic formula. Pag sinubstitute natin, ito na yung ating equation. X equals negative 3 plus and minus the square root of 3 raised to 2 minus 4 times 1 times negative 10 all over 2 times 1. Step 3, we need to simplify the numbers in the quadratic formula. So we have now negative 3 plus and minus the square root of 3 raised to 2 is equal to 9 minus 4 times 1 is 4 times negative 10 is negative 40 all over 2. So we have x equals negative 3 plus and minus the square root of 9. Bakit naging plus siya? Plus 40. Because 9 minus negative 40, magiging plus 40 siya all over 2. Step 4, simplify the radicals if possible to get the final answer. So we have now x equals negative 3 plus and minus the square root of 49 all over 2. That is equal to x equals negative 3. The square root of 49 is 7. So we have x equals negative 3 plus and minus 7 all over 2. So remember, this is plus and minus. So dito, sa munang equation natin is plus. Dito naman sa kalawa ay minus. So we have x equals 3, negative 3 plus 7 all over 2. That is equal to 4 all over 2. Because negative 3 plus 7 is equal to 4. And that is equal to x equals 2. Dito naman sa ikalawa, yung minus yung gagamitin natin. We have x equals negative 3 minus 7 all over 2. Negative 3 minus 7 is equal to negative 10 all over 2, that is negative 5. So we have positive 2 and x equals negative 5. So therefore, the solutions are x equals 2 and x equals negative 5. For our example number 2, x raised to 2 minus 3x equals negative 1. For our step 1, we need to write the equation in the form ax raised to 2 plus bx plus c equals 0. So, ita-transpose lang natin si negative 1 to the other side. So, since this is negative, pagdating niya sa kabilang side, magiging positive na siya. So, this is our new equation, x raised to 2 minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. For our step 2, we need to identify the values of a, b, and c. Tapos, isusubstitute natin sa quadratic formula. So, our A is 1, B is negative 3, and C is positive 1. So, sinubstitute na natin sa quadratic formula. So, we have now x equals 3 plus and minus the square root of 9 minus 4 all over 2. So, we have now x equals 3 plus and minus the square root of 5 all over 2. So, since this is plus and minus, dito, plus yung gagamitin natin, sa kabila is minus. So, we have x equals 3 plus the square root of 5 all over 2 and x equals 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2. So, hindi na natin siya pwedeng i-simplify pa. So, therefore, the solutions are x equals 3 plus the square root of 5 all over 2 and x equals 3 minus the square root of 5 all over 2.